Well, I want to talk about behavior since we're kind of in the whole behavior thing.
Mm-hmm.
I read a story this week, and this all you and I talk about this year specifically, 2015.
Yeah,
has been a very what do you want to call? There's been a lot of upheaval in social.
Like what?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
People are fucked.
Well, it is. But, especially with all this Black Lives Matter and, all this social upheaval that we've been experiencing, especially in the media.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this always boils down to behavior. We talked a little bit last week about, the shopping district over in Georgetown, Washington.
Right.
The District of Columbia, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Where, some of these upper scale store owners, operators have subscribed to an app for, keeping an eye on the public.
Right.
And keeping from, getting shoplifted on or, jacked or whatever.
Right.
And everybody's protecting themselves all the time. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if you heard this story or not, but there's a single mother. She was a Powerball winner. Okay. She's in, I think she's in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
She won the Powerball at $188 million.
Do not tell me she's broke.
No, she's not broke.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
This woman's got a lot of money now.
Okay.
And she has a thug boyfriend.
Okay.
And this guy can't stay out of trouble. And she's basically been bailing this guy out of jail for literally millions of dollars.
Why?
Well, because he's her boyfriend.
What's he got? A 12-inch fucking gold-plated cock?
I don't know the answer, but single mother, $188 million Powerball winner has to fork out $9 million to bail out her drug trafficking fiance.
$9 million.
$9 million.
There's nothing we can do to take that money from her?
Apparently not.
What in the hell is wrong with her?
A lottery winner who vowed to spend her winnings on her kids has already used $9 million of it to bail out her alleged drug trafficking fiance twice.
That has to be a tenth of her money.
Yeah, because she doesn't get that whole 188.
Yeah, cut it in half for tax.
Right. And she, if you take it all at once, you don't get the whole 188.
She might have gone through 20% of it just bailing this asshole out of jail.
More or less.
Now, she'll get some of that back if he shows up for court.
Yeah, well, that's only 10%. She only has to put up 10%.
And 10% is $9 million?
Well, it didn't say that. It just said a $9 million bail. But They said that she put up $9 million, but I don't know if she put up the full $9 million or if she put up 10% of the $9 million. It doesn't really say that.
Does it say what his crime is?
Well, we're going to get to that.
Because his crime might advocate that they can't do a 10%.
Right. Marie Holmes, 26, won $188 million in the Powerball jackpot in February.
White woman?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Mexican?
No.
Asian?
No.
American Indian?
No.
Are there any others? Latino?
No.
Italian?
No.
Okay, I think I named them all, so I guess everybody can do the math from there.
Sure.
Okay.
Her fiance, Lamar.
White guy? American Indian?
Otherwise known as Hot Sauce.
Hot Sauce? I can't believe Hot Sauce committed a crime.
Right.
The fuck out of here.
Is accused of trafficking and with intention to sell heroin.
Okay.
And was released on a Brunswick County, North Carolina jail last week on a $6 million bail.
Woo! $6 million.
$6 million. God
damn.
While bondsmen did not release the name of McDowell's savior, his $6 million bail would point to his very wealthy fiance.
Yeah.
Who already bailed him out once with a $3 million payout in March.
You know what? She could get pretty much any guy she wants.
That's kind of where I've been going with this.
With $80 million. Why is she settling for this fucking guy?
But this just goes to show you.
Jesus.
These women, not all women, just a lot of women, they get hung up with these losers.
Right.
And no matter how good they have it, they just can't turn loose of it.
Look at that photo.
What are we looking at here? Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a certain kind of rich, isn't it?
It is.
Jesus.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So anyway, she bailed him out once with a $3 million payout in March, just weeks after the single mom became a multimillionaire.
Wow. And then he got busted again.
Yeah, he got busted again.
So even though he had a $3 million bail,
yes,
he obviously violated.
He did, which I'm going to get to.
She had to double down.
Basically, yes.
Wow.
All right. Holmes has 4 children. Now let's do the math here.
Holmes is the
girl.
woman?
Is the girl.
4 children. Okay.
She's
one guy, right?
Doesn't say.
They're all hot sauces.
Yeah, she's only 26.
Oh, and has 4 children.
And she has 4 children.
Okay.
So she's banging them out every third fiscal quarter.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe she had, whatever that would be. Octuplets or what? Not octuplets. But what is 4? Quintuplets?
Well, 4 is quad.
Quadtuplets?
Holmes has 4 children. Braden, Charisma.
Charisma? It's a good name.
Andrea, and Ebony.
All right. Ebony and Charisma, those are common.
Right.
In a strip club.
Aged from 9 months to 7 years old.
Wow.
So she's been banging them out since she was 19.
Is that picture AOR Rocks put in the chat room? Is that hot sauce?
That's hot sauce. Is
that him?
That's him. Well, he supports breast cancer.
Oh, that's good.
Because he's got that pink hat on.
Oh, he is. He's supporting.
He's being
a good Samaritan.
He is. He's working off his bail.
I guess so.
Look at Judge. I'm being very socially conscious.
Right. Your Honor, I'm not going to flee. Look at me. I'm helping for breast cancer.
Right. All right. Anyway, getting back to Holmes and her 4 children.
Holy smokes. Wait a minute. Don't read it out loud because I don't even want it said. But read what Jack wants.
I saw that.
Jesus.
I saw that.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be a little bit racist.
A little bit.
Jeez. Oh, man. No, and to be clear, we never said.
No, we never made it clear what we're dealing with here.
We have not said a race for this person.
Sure.
At all.
Braden is believed to be suffering from cerebral palsy.
That's one of the kids?
That's one of the children.
All right. Well, she doesn't want to pay for that when she can get hot sauce out of jail.
Holmes was unemployed at the time she won the lottery. So how do you think she bought a ticket? Reportedly have quit her job at Walmart and McDonald's.
Whoa.
In order to take care of her kids.
Okay.
How do you take care of your kids when you have no income?
Just ask the president.
Okay.
He'll tell you how.
I takes care of my kids.
Hey, is that a what dialect is that?
I think that's a
Native American.
I'm thinking that's a Chris Rockism.
You think?
I think so.
I was thinking Jewish myself.
Yeah. She originally told the media after hitting the jackpot that she planned to buy a house, set up tuition funds for her children, and donate to her church.
Who wrote that press release?
It's unclear how much she did of that.
Meanwhile, news cameras are propped up out of her apartment outside the projects.
Right?
And walking in the building was JJ from Good Times.
Exactly. Holmes had reportedly taken the $88 million lump sum payout.
Wow. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, there they are. Nathan's got it in the chat room. So there's hot sauce on the left.
You know, they don't look even a little bit Native American.
No, not at all.
Wow. That's something.
So she took the $88 million lump sum.
Of course she did.
And then take out your taxes.
Yeah.
So she probably got, what, 44 million, 50 million?
Yeah.
After taxes and all?
She spent 10 of it on this dummy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holmes had reportedly taken the $88 million lump sum. This is all for them, she said at the time. All the struggle I've ever went through, it's all for them. Money doesn't change it, but money is going to help me.
Yeah.
It's also apparently helping her fiance, which Holmes may have admitted on Facebook that after way broke the news of her latest purchase, her fiance's freedom.
Wow. Would that be something you'd be proud of?
Well, she's standing behind her man.
I mean, is there a pride point in there?
There
for
is.
Standing behind her man?
Yeah, she's supporting her man.
In her neighborhood, whatever neighborhood that would be, is there something to be said for that? Do people look at that and say, that's the way to do it? Do people do that?
Yeah, because they're the ones who vote for Hillary Clinton, because she stood behind her man when he was getting his dick sucked in the White House.
So then this is okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is a Hillary Clinton voter right here.
Okay, nice.
This is the 3 snaps, you go, girl.
You think this is a voter, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When
Okay.
they bring that van around and pile you in and promise you an Obama phone if you vote.
Yeah, but she got 88 million. She'll need it.
Yeah, I know, but as with a lot of these professional athletes,
Yeah.
you can take them out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the player.
And that's allegedly.
Allegedly, that's what I said.
She might live in a nice suburb.
True. A person claiming to be Holmes reportedly wrote on WWAY's Facebook page,
Okay.
"What you all need to be worried about is your all money and not how I spend mine. This is benefiting you all how."
All right. She has a point there.
And
The
no,
point being that we need better education in the schools.
sure. And no, he's no drug dealer or user, but who are y'all to judge anybody?
He's not a drug dealer, but he's been arrested twice with $9 million of bail.
Right.
Totally a mistake. Twice a mistaken identity.
Right.
In a couple of months.
Well, it is North Carolina after all.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it is.
I will definitely pray for y'all
Thanks.
because it's much need. They talked about Jesus, so I'm not surprised y'all are talking about me. But be blessed, though.
Okay.
That's what she wrote.
Whatever that means.
Well, it's just that don't be hypocrites.
Okay.
It's kind of where she was going with that.
Well, she does make a point.
Because Jesus, they spoke poorly about Jesus.
And by poorly, you mean in poor grammar?
And he was doing his father's bidding.
I see.
And she's out there living a righteous existence. And people are speaking ill about her on Facebook.
Oh, horrors.
McDowell, who has a long criminal history, including assault and drug possession convictions, was arrested in November following a year-long investigation into drug trafficking rings.
Mistaken identity.
He was charged with trafficking heroin and possession with the intention to manufacture, sell, and deliver heroin.
All right. Now, the only weird part about this is his bitch has $80 million. Stop making fucking meth, you dummy.
Well, he got caught before she won the money.
Oh, and then she bailed him out after.
Yeah, well, there's more to the story. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
While he was behind bars, Holmes won the $188 million Powerball jackpot.
Okay.
She took home $88 million after taxes. Oh, okay, so that's $88 million after taxes.
After tax,
okay,
nice.
So she got that big chunk of money.
So she's dropped 10% on getting him out of jail.
When she decided to take the lump sum.
Yeah.
While holding a giant check at the Powerball press conference, she told the local media she wanted to use the cash to finish college and set up tuition funds for her children.
Smart.
So that was her plan at the time.
Okay.
But let's see here.
She can still do that. She still has $79 million. I mean, let's face it. You know she didn't do any frivolous spending.
McDowell was arrested again in July for violating the curfew requirements put in place after his release. He again walked away from jail August 5th after posting a $6 million bail.
Jeez, oh man.
So she spent $9 million on bail to get this bonehead out.
My goodness.
So this goes back to, this is kind of where my point was at. With when I started this story about behavior.
Right.
Sometimes I don't know what the reason is.
Mm-hmm.
I know you as a person. I know me as a person, obviously.
Sure.
My circle of friends are very limited, people that I consider real friends.
Mm-hmm.
If I have people who are have habitual problems,
sure,
can't stay out of trouble, always up against it with the law,
right,
can't manage their money, can't manage their personal affairs, are always in some kind of dire straits for whatever reason.
Sure.
Are they in my circle of friends?
Not for too long.
No, they're gone.
Right.
And the thing is what I don't understand, I shouldn't say I don't understand it. I have a hard time grasping it at times. Why people just can't behave themselves.
Oh, that I don't get.
Because if you get in trouble like that and you had the good fortune of having a chick bail your ass out
at
a
$3 million,
$3 million bond, and you're out there doing whatever it is you're doing, and you get busted again,
you're an idiot.
I just don't understand it.
It's pretty stupid.
Why is it so hard to stay out of trouble?
Oh, I don't know that I blame this guy.
I'm not saying I blame him specifically. I'm just saying I don't understand why people just can't stay out of trouble.
Well, it's because that's not the way they're raised. They're not raised to actually respect anything. And when you don't respect anything, then you don't fucking pay attention to the rules. That's where these guys are at. This guy's got a chick with fucking $80 million. The last thing in the world this fucking guy needs to be doing, instead of fucking selling crank or whatever he's doing, he should be finding a way to funnel that money out of her.
Right.
Fucking putting it somewhere so that then he can split. He's not even married to her.
No. Oh, he's probably one of the baby daddy.
Yeah, so funnel some money out of her.
Yeah,
get $5 million out and then fucking split.
Sure.
He could do that and live a whole lot easier than what he's doing now.
Right. McDowell is known for the street name Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
He was among one of the three suspects arrested in November of 2014 after a year-long investigation. His several charges include trafficking heroin and possession with the intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver heroin. Marie Holmes' boyfriend was the center of the investigation after law enforcement discovered over 8,000 bags of heroin.
Clearly they weren't his. Somebody put him in his house illegally.
McDowell has been convicted of assaulting a female assault, and numerous counts of drug possession going back as far as 2000.
Every time was a lie.
Right.
All lies. He's really a good guy.
So he was taken into police custody again in July 23rd for violating jail curfew. He's now wearing a GPS monitoring device.
Wow. She could pay for something to make that thing not work, don't you think? She could pay somebody to wear it for him.
Right.
Here, you stay in the house for 3 months.
So the question is,
Yeah.
we as a society,
Yes.
what do we do with people like this?
Well, we let them out because they're not guilty.
Well, I understand what we currently are doing with them, but what do we do with people like this who are habitual offenders?
Bullet. And I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Bullet. I think when they say 3 strikes, you're out, it should be you're really out.
Right.
Just done. Jump off. The problem is that there's not enough penalty for it.
Right.
And further, there's not enough responsibility, there's not enough responsibility being asked for. I see these articles. I saw an article this week. I didn't post it anywhere or something. I just read it and was like disgusted with it, where they're trying to reform the prison system or the judicial system because there's too many African Americans in jail.
Right.
There's not. There might be less of other races that should be in jail, but there's not too many that are in jail. The right number is in jail. The right number of people that have been convicted are in jail. It's not like it's maybe more of other races should be in jail, but not less.
Sure.
We don't make the punishments very hard either. Didn't you read that story you read last week? The lady went, pedophile or not, she killed a guy.
Right.
And she got a year? That's just not how it's supposed to work, no matter what kind of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, she got 11 months.
She got 11 months for fucking killing somebody.
Yeah, stabbing him, 8 times?
Yeah, she should get what she took.
Yeah, she gutted this guy.
She should get minimum 50 years. And reality, death sentence. Maybe if people were afraid to do time, then they wouldn't be so willing to do it. If you knew that you were going to get, 25 years for trafficking heroin, do you think you'd be as likely to do it as now when these guys are getting 3 and 5 years?
You got to wonder, though, because I think that when people get to a certain point of being desensitized to the punishment, the crime, and whatnot, I'm almost under the impression that they don't care what the punishment is.
Maybe they would if it's death. They would if it was like, well, we're going to cut your fucking arms off so that you can't fucking mix heroin anymore.
But we don't have those kind of punitive damage, punitive penalties.
Maybe we should.
We should. If you were going to be dragged out into the town square, immediately after your trial, I bet you there might be some deterrent there.
There might be. And I mean, it's hard to say though, because like these mass shooters, they all know that they're going to get fucking life in prison without any chance of parole, so they shoot themselves.
True.
They do kill themselves immediately.
They do.
So
absolutely.
they have to do the time.
Right.
But I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't think there is a right answer.
I don't know in this day and age. I just think, people just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
They don't
care. The right answer is protect yourself and don't worry about the other guy.
Right.
That's really all you can do. I hate to sound that selfish, but that's the way it has to be.
Sure.
Just protect yourself and don't worry about what the fucking next asshole's doing.
Right. Well, anyway, when I read stories like this, where this guy, obviously has a long history of problems and issues and been in and out of jail and been arrested numerous times. And, somehow, some way, because I've known women, that I know this, that that I've known women who back these guys.
Sure.
Because they for whatever reason, God bless women and their forever faith. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Stupidity or faith. I'm not really sure which one is which.
I'll go with the former.
that they think that somehow, some way, that they're going to turn this man around.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because guys are so willing to change.
And then when they become the abused, used, beat up old hags that nobody wants, then all of a sudden it's just like, why can't I find a good man?
Yeah.
You've probably had a lot of good men at your doorstep. You didn't want them because they just weren't exciting enough.
Right. That's when I roll into
They
town.
weren't a challenge enough. They didn't turn your world upside down.
Right. Yeah, they like the bad boy.
Yeah, so you got what you asked for.
Here's my question. This woman's clearly going to blow all her money.
Yeah, it's going to be gone in 3 years or less.
I think it'll go a little longer than that, but it's not going to be long. Does she have a point where she stops blowing the money?
No. It'll go until it's gone.
You don't think that at $5 million she'll be like, look, I can't.
No, absolutely not. No. No, because there's always hope for tomorrow that something's going to turn around.
I won once. I can do it again.
Well, it's not even so much that. It's just like, well, I'm down to my last 10 million.
Right.
Tomorrow's going to be a better day.
I can't even imagine.